From a tweet by Cole Pepsi, she said, the person that gave birth to me is calling me to confirm my date of birth. Has that ever happened to you? Drop a comment or what you think on the comment section below. Well, we have this good news in our country, Nigeria. Let me call it good news because so many persons have been complaining about bank charges in the country. We have this news that it's a breaking news actually, that CBN removes ATM maintenance fee, cuts bank charges and others. That is good news coming from the Central Bank of Nigeria, because we'll be having so many complaints. So many persons have been complaining. I don't think there's anybody that has been banking that doesn't have a complaint about ATM charges and bank deducting money from the account. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're listening to Journalist or telling me from here. I'll give you hodges of all the trends in Nigeria, Africa, and globally. Please, for those that are new and miss, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, feel free to share the video on any of your social media platform. Let us move on to the United States of America before we come back to our beloved country, Nigeria. We know this guy Rick Ross will be dropping hit songs back to back. Yeah, he's a rap star. He'll be dropping hit rap songs. We have this news that Rick Ross is set to become a grandfather as his 19-year-old daughter is reportedly pregnant. Wow. Rick Ross is the boss. We've always known Rick Ross as the boss. And now his 19-year-old daughter is pregnant. So very soon, Rick Ross will become a grandfather. Big ups to you, Rick Ross. Big ups to you. Well, let us come back onto our beloved country, Nigeria. You know, we don't joke with religion in this country. We have so many persons, religious fanatics in this country. We fast a lot, we pray a lot. Even if you have issues with NEPA, or, I mean, someone is owing you, or you are owing someone, you pray for the person to pay you, or you pray for God to give money to pay the person. That's what the problems we're having in this country. Well, come with that. For you people who have pets, when you are doing dry fasting, do they join you? You can imagine your dog or your cat joining you to do dry fasting. Does that make sense or nonsense? Don't forget to drop a comment below. Well, regarding this, someone dropped a comment that, what does Dingo want from the Lord? So imagine keeping your dog. Maybe you have one of these big dogs, you know, like let's say a British bulldog, and you decide to keep that dog hungry. You know, we have some crazy dogs that can even tear the owners apart and eat the owners when they go hungry. So you can imagine going on dry fasting, maybe 6 to 6 or 24 hour fasting with your pets. That is risky. You can risk your life. Well, let us come back onto our beloved country, Nigeria. Let's talk about Monfa. We have this news that Monfa's song is trending. Monfa's song is trending right now. Monfa's 9-year-old son, Mohammed Awal, has gained international recognition as he was described in an article as the world's youngest billionaire. Wow. World youngest billionaire in Nigeria. First mansion at 6 and traveled the world in private jet, living the good life. That is a good life. The young billionaire has over 25,000 followers on his Instagram page, where he flaunts of his expensive lifestyle. Doings, past doings. Doings. This guy is living the good life. Big ups to you, baby Monfa. I mean, he's just 9 years old. I think that's how trending in our beloved country, Nigeria. Obi Cubana. Yeah, this guy has been trending in the country since he went to Oba and laid his mother to rest. That burial was lit. We saw the number of persons who went there to, who joined him when he was burying his mother. So many friends, they were spraying money, they were playing with money as if money was nothing. And you know what money means to us in this country, Nigeria, coupled with this economy we are having right now. And since then, everybody have been hearing, we've been hearing about Obi Cubana. The EFCC called him, the NDLEA called him for questioning. But we know one thing about Obi Cubana. He is a philanthropist. The guy has been dishing out money. He's been helping, you know, he's been helping youths out there to achieve their dreams. Recently, we saw this guy who gave money to, you know, inmates in a van. A guy selling pure water. He gave money to some inmates in the van, and since then, the guy don't blow, because after that incident, Obi Cubana promised him scholarship, that he should go to the university, and also a job. And Obi Cubana has given him money. Obi Cubana, as we know, is a philanthropist. The guy is a nice guy. We have this word from the desk of Kid Wires. You know, Kid Wires of Big Brother Nigeria. I think Big Brother Nigeria season 5 here. Kid Wire, you know, he had this Insta live session with Obi Cubana, and during the session, he said, one thing he admires about Obi Cubana is how he treats and flaunts his wife. What advice do you have for men that move from one BBL to another, flaunting different women on social media? You know, Obi Cubana is not like that. Obi Cubana has always been moving around with his wife, not just Obi Cubana, even E-Money. Those guys, they don't joke with their wives or their spouses, and they have the money. We don't see them jumping from one lady to the other, and they are billionaires. They have the money to spend on women. They can even decide to marry 1,000 women and still live a good life. We're still talking about Obi Cubana. Someone dropped this message that the moment Obi Cubana visited Teresa Honora, where she is on set in Abuja, he promised Mama he would host her in his residence in Abuja. Just see a video clip of Obi Cubana meeting with the legendary singer Teresa Honora.
Sorry. Is that why you're not? Is that why you're not? But now you're going blessed.
That was Mama Teresa and Obi Cubana. Well, let us move on to something. Let's move on to the educational sector in our beloved country, Nigeria. We have this news from the desk of Professor Ajao. He was lamenting that scarcity of dead bodies is affecting anatomy study in Nigeria. You know this branch of medicine called anatomy, they study dead bodies. And according to this professor, he said they're having scarcity of dead bodies in Nigeria. We know Nigeria, we don't joke with dead bodies. Yeah, someone might die poor, but they'll bury him rich. And you know, for these guys to have people to work on, that means if a family member or the person has to sign an agreement that, okay, if I die, that they should use my body for studies, you know, to carry out research. But who does that in this country, Nigeria? Not just Nigeria. Yeah, it's an African thing, but stuff like this happen in Europe. I don't think there's any professor, you know, of anatomy that will start lamenting that they don't have dead bodies to work on in Europe. People give themselves willingly, but stuff like that really happen for this our country, Nigeria. Well, we've heard it from the desk of the professor. Let's talk about one of the hottest artists in our beloved country, Nigeria. Not just in Nigeria, but Africa. Yeah, anything that is trending in Nigeria is trending in Africa. We are densely populated. This country is populated. We have more than 200 million people in this country, 200 million plus, and we are still growing because we give birth every day. Well, for the desk of Jada, who is Wizkid's manager and Wizkid's baby mama, she asked her fans to ask her a question that she was ready to give answers. According to Jada, talking about her relationship with Wizkid and how they met, she said, "I have never loved anyone like this in this lifetime." Jada on her relationship with Wizkid and how they met. Wow, that's a huge one. Well, someone asked her, "How did you meet Big Wiz?" You know, Wizkid has transformed his name from Wizkid to Big Wiz. According to Jada P, she said, "I was managing Chris Brown at the time and we was on tour. We had an African leg to the tour and Lagos was one of the territories we had a show. Wiz came out on Chris show and the rest is history." Wow. She just came for a tour with Chris Brown. That was how she met Wizkid, and the rest is history. Someone also asked Jada, "Do you love Big Wiz?" According to Jada, she said, "With all my heart, I have never loved anyone like this in my lifetime. Our love is magical." Wow. That sounds sweet. Also, someone asked her a question. "Managing Chris Brown at the time, please put some respect on Jada's name." According to Jada, she said, "I think about this. It's so degrading and discriminating when I'm referred to as Wizkid's dead baby mama before addressing me professionally by my name. The credit of my journey and experience is so underrated. The sad thing is, it's our own blogs that don't heighten and uplift each other." So we've heard it. So please stop referring to Jada P as Wizkid's third baby mama. Still on this issue, someone asked her a question. "Jada P, how many more kids are you having with Wiz?" According to Jada, she said, "I want a big family. Big big though. She didn't call any number. Maybe she wants 5 more kids, 10 more kids, or I mean, yeah, 11 more kids plus the one she has right now. It doesn't. Well, we've heard from the desk of Jada P that she's madly in love with Wizkid. Do you think Wizkid feels the same way about Jada? Please don't forget to drop a comment on the comment section below. Talking about love or romance, we have this news that 29-year-old bachelor who put up billboards to find a wife gets over 1,000 applications. Guy is 29 years old. He says he's looking for a wife. He's a bachelor, and he put the advert up on billboard, telling ladies out there that he's looking for a wife, and he gets over 1,000 applications. Well, my brother, you get you. Since you have 1,000 applications, that means you have to go through all the applications and see who is the right fit for you. That's big work. Well, talking about our beloved country, Nigeria, we know there's this thing that has been trending. We see so many marriages crumbling because of the DNA saga. Some persons will get married for decades, and after decades, they will run a paternity test and discover that the kid they'll be taking care of for the past maybe 1, 2, or 3, or even 4 decades is not their kid. That is, I mean, that's like bad news. For a desk of one, he advocates for churches to make DNA tests mandatory before doing child dedication. What do you have to say regarding that? Is this sense or nonsense? Don't forget to drop a comment on the comment section below. We're still talking about the DNA saga. We have this news that DNA tests will be conducted freely at government hospital and clinic as from June 2022. Yeah. The person was like, the person that dropped this message was like jubilated that from June, government hospitals and clinic will start conducting DNA tests freely. You won't pay shishi for that. Just called Mabel. She said there are other more important matters to tackle. Please, let's put in this energy. Their DNA test isn't that necessary. All children are gifts from God. Another person said, well, you have till June to come up with a plan. What do you have to say regarding that? Please don't forget to drop a comment on the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching Jogulas Entertainment Group Entertainment. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, and feel free to share this video on any of your social media platform. Take care of you and have a memorable day.